Hello, friends.
Hello.
And welcome. I'm Maile.
And I'm Eric.
And we're going to give you an update on our health journey. Okay, Scrimpy, well, I feel like it's been probably a month or two even since we filmed our last health update video.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the series we do on our channel as we're just living our lives. No timeline, no specific hard set goals or crazy diets or anything like that.
It's true.
Just kind of a journey that we're going on to live healthier lives and feel more energy, feel more confident with ourselves, and just be healthy people. So we just provide updates sometimes on this channel about that.
It's good to have a check-in and
Yeah.
It's a good opportunity for us to kind of reflect on, since the last time we talked to you all, where we've been and what changes we've made, and if we've made any changes and what kind of progress we've seen and stuff like that. So I think this practice is good for us to kind of take that moment of reflection.
Also, as per usual, it's Dog City over here, so there will be animals in and out,
As me
causing chaos in this video. You okay there, Pippa? Okay, please don't lick me. Okay, so do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, so I have, since our last check-in, I've actually been on a secret mission that Eric doesn't know about. And I'm revealing it right now for the first time. Just kidding. My secret mission is, I finally decided this week that I'm actually gonna do it.
Oh.
And I'm almost at the 10-pound mark.
That's amazing.
Thanks. I kind of kept it to myself this week because I thought, you know what? I'm going to take control. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to make it a big deal. I'm not going to make it super intense. I'm not going to make it like a declaration that I'm doing it. I'm just going to start doing it. I'm just going to start being healthy, making better choices, and not going back and forth. As I've talked about many times on these videos before, I have a pretty consistent pattern of doing super good and then doing super bad, of being really, really strict or being totally like trigger binge eating and having no self-control. So I fluctuate pretty frequently, and I kind of had an epiphany this past week that I just need to calm the crap down about it. And I just need to decide that, you know what, I'm in total control of my life and the choices that I make. And I'm just going to start making good choices, and, you know, that's that. Like, that's the simple short end of the stick, whatever they call it. The long and short of it. That's the long and short of it. And I've seen fabulous success just not taking it so seriously, not putting pressure on myself, and just deciding that this is who I am now. That idea was kind of sparked from a book that I'm not even finished reading yet, but that's been actually really helpful, that Eric's been trying to get me to read forever, called Atomic Habits by
James Clear.
He talks about, you know, having goals and, you know, being super strict about things kind of sets you up to fail, because even if you are successful and you achieve that goal, what then? What do you do then? You know, he talks about instead living a life with no like end date in mind or end goal in mind, but just deciding that you are a certain way and just being that way. And that decision leads naturally to the things you probably want. Now there are things in there that he makes sure that you do, like setting very specific habits, which I've been incorporating into my life for like the past month, and they've been really helpful. Am I perfect at them every single day? No, but I know that I have them, and I try to work toward doing them, and that's been really great. And so I've just kind of made the decision that I'm a healthy person, and that that's really all that needs to be done, besides the few habits that I've kind of set for myself and try to make happen every day. But it's really working. I have not felt cravings for things. I have been eating much healthier. I've been exercising pretty much every day. Now, what does that exercise look like? It's not intense. It's not hardcore. I hop on the Peloton for 15 minutes. I'm on a 4-day streak now, I think. So that's good. Oh, here's Esme. But no, I'm just feeling really good, and I'm feeling just less like, obsessed with it, if that makes sense. Like feeling like this is just me now, this is who I am, and it doesn't have to be this big giant thing that I'm always giving myself a really hard time about, or pushing myself super hard on, or setting unrealistic or realistic for that matter expectations on myself. I'm just kind of in this new mindset that I haven't been in before, and so far it's working. Like I said, I'm literally almost to the 10-pound mark, and that's truly just in the past like week and a half, so that's huge. Not that it's about the weight, because it's not, but I would like to weigh less, just for health reasons, if nothing more. But yeah, that's kind of a word vomit.
Hey.
But how do you feel about that? I haven't really talked to you about this at all.
No, that's great. I'm glad that the book is having a good impact.
Have you noticed at all?
I've noticed. I've definitely noticed like you being on the Peloton more and stuff like that. So yeah, I've definitely it's been. I wouldn't say like a noticeable change or anything, but there have
it's only been like a week and a half.
But there have been moments where it's been clear that you are being intentional about a lot of the decisions that you're making, that before you may have just kind of gone with the flow.
Yeah.
So
that's where I'm at, and I'm feeling really great. Feeling just kind of nonchalant about the whole thing. Yeah. While still like remaining focused and trying to build habits and maintain, like, just trying to be a healthy person. And so far that's working. So what about you, Scrumpy? How's it been for you?
Good.
Mr. 46-day Peloton streak. Eric's been working out 2 times a day. And I feel like it's as much for your mental health as it is for your physical health.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely good. And to clarify what Miley's saying, I most days, not every day I've been riding the Peloton, and then most days I also do a tempo workout, whether or not that's stretching, weightlifting, something like that. So some days it is where, you know, I find time during a downtime at work to go get in a quick like lift sesh with the tempo, but then I can't hop onto the Peloton until after work later in the evening. So there are some days where it is 2 workouts, but a lot of times it's just one block of time.
And it's not super intense, like 30 minutes on the Peloton, 45 minutes on the tempo. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's 15 minutes on each or whatever. Yeah. So you're not like being like psycho about it or anything.
Yes. But no, very similar to what Miley said. I also read Atomic Habits by James Clear 3 times. And
you've read it 3 times?
I've read it twice and listened to the audiobook once.
Well, that counts as reading it.
Yeah.
3 times.
But so very similar to what Miley said, I've been trying to set up systems to enable myself to live the type of lifestyle that I want to, as opposed to being focused on the metrics.
End result.
And allowing things like my weight to be a good measuring stick for how effective I'm living my life, rather than it being the end goal. And it's
a really great book. You should read it if you haven't.
Yeah.
I hate self-help books. I like hate them with a passion. Eric reads them all the time, and I can't get into them. I've tried so many different ones, hate them. This one's different. It's great. I haven't finished it completely all the way, but I'm still getting so much out of it. Okay, sorry, not to interrupt you. Go ahead.
If you're interested in this topic, then maybe Miley can put a link down in the description below to my new project that I've been doing, where I talk about this stuff in depth.
Yeah, Eric has his own YouTube channel now, separate from this one. It's just called Eric Strimple, so go subscribe. Where he's documenting his whole journey in depth.
Yeah.
And giving it's a really cool the way he's doing it. His very professional looking videos.
Well, thank you. So anyway, yeah, it's just been about making the decision that not that I want to be, I am a fit and healthy person. And so every decision that I make surrounding food or exercise or how I'm spending my time is, at least I attempt to have it be through that lens. And so like when Miley comes back from grocery shopping and she's bought something new that she wants to try and she wants me to try. Like the perfect example, we actually threw them out today. She bought the like Smart Food popcorn, which is a really popular brand. I'm sure everybody knows about it, but they have a Crunchberry version where it's like Captain Crunchberries in there.
I saw it and I was like, Captain Crunch is my favorite cereal, Crunchberry specifically. And I just had to try it. I don't even like Smart Pop. I've never had it before. You've had like the white cheddar.
Yeah, the white cheddar is good.
It. But I had to try it. It wasn't that good, by the way. Spoiler alert. Sorry.
But it was kind of a a small victory for me in that as soon as she handed me the bag, I just flipped it around real quick just to take a quick scan of the nutritional information. It wasn't even a conscious thing. It was just let me see how much of this I want to try. And I looked, I was like, okay, I'll have a small handful and then that'll be it. Like, I'll just try this, but I don't really have much interest in incorporating this into my daily nutritional routine. And then also when I go to have a snack or something, it's very much like fresh fruit or Greek yogurt or something along those lines. And I'm hitting a point where those choices are no longer having to be conscious and intentional. I'm just kind of shifting to where that's my default. Whereas before, when I make our afternoon Starbucks run, I would get like a pastry, like a cheese Danish or something in the drive-thru and have that be a snack that I have. And I haven't done that. I haven't gotten anything like that at Starbucks. And so
can I give an example that goes along with that?
Sure.
Of me? So today, this morning actually, in the mail, I got a package from my new boss who, if you haven't heard, I have a new job. I'll link the video where I give you the details of that below. But she was just sending me some office supply stuff. And she's from Washington, and there was a chocolate bar in it, like a big chocolate bar of some Washington specific chocolate. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not really eating chocolate, like big chocolate bars like this, because it's just not very healthy. But that's so kind of her to send it to me. It's like specific to where she's from. It looked very delicious. It was like truffle sea salt milk chocolate bar. It was legit. And so I thought, I want to try this because she sent it to me. How kind of her. So I opened it. I tried a little piece, like one little square of it. And that was satisfying. And I thought it was delicious and wonderful. And I was able to put the rest in the trash can. Like,
she didn't even tell me about this to offer me any. So
sorry. Well, I didn't figure you'd want any. So it was freaking delicious. But like, I felt satisfied by the amount that I tried. And I even thought to myself, like, I could eat more of this, but I'm really just going to feel sick if I eat this whole thing. It's way too rich. So I just enjoyed the little bit of it that I had, and that was enough for me. And to tell you that that was a mind-blowing, I mean, that doesn't happen to me. Like, I have an obsession, an unhealthy obsession with food, or I did. And I would have eaten that whole chocolate bar then and there and felt sick afterward. But I didn't do that, and it wasn't a big deal. Sorry, that matched your example, so I wanted to pop in. But you keep telling about your experience so far.
So I have been weighing myself pretty frequently still, once again, to have that be as kind of a barometer for how things are going. And you know, the healthy weight loss amount is typically 1 to 2 pounds per week, which has been about the pace that I've been moving at, which compared to my previous weight loss journeys is painfully slow. But I'm trusting the process and just sticking with living a healthy lifestyle and allowing that to go along
over time.
Yeah.
And just to pop in, because he's underselling himself, I love how you totally just were silent and let me talk through my whole spiel, and I've interrupted you like 4 times. So sorry.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm providing more context to my side of things. But I just want to brag on Eric because he's selling himself short here. He has physically gone through a transformation, like especially your muscles, like your arm muscles and your thigh muscles. I mean, you feel like a fit person. Like, your arms are very firm and like muscular, like you're extremely muscular. Like, I can totally tell over the 3-4 months you've been doing this consistently, like you've built so much muscle and toned so well. Even though the weight has been slower, your body has definitely transformed, like in a way that is visible and
and I can feel it too, and kind of see it when I'm getting ready in the morning and stuff. Thank you. Yes, you're pinching me. So yeah, it's been good. And I think from like a mental health standpoint, it's been also very good. And a big thing that I've been trying to do as well is, I mean, Maile can attest, when I'm in there working out on the tempo or on the Peloton, I very much treated that as like me time. Like, anytime Maile would come in there to ask me a question, I don't think I did a good job masking my frustration and annoyance about being interrupted. And I feel like I've been trying to get better about that, even to the point where we actually worked out at the same time. You rode the Peloton while I was on the tempo. And when I came in using the tempo.
When I came in to want to ride the Peloton today, you had just finished the tempo workout and we're going to hop on the Peloton, but you let me be on the Peloton and you took a little break in between. And normally he would have been like, well, I was about to hop on. And that would have been my cue to be like, okay, I'll come back later. Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Bye-bye. Just kidding. I'm not that intense. But.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel like that's been a good thing to, I think that goes into the idea that I have noticed the shift in you a little bit, and I've just been trying to be very encouraging towards your journey. And so doing those things that normally would have been, I don't want to say detrimental, but just annoying, is less so.
And I appreciate that, and I have noticed that. So,
but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
I think we're both on a really good, healthy path.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like this video is a little less like Maile and Eric in your face, like this is what we've been up to, and more just like Maile and Eric having a conversation, because we haven't really like checked in with each other about this specifically in a while. So
no, we haven't.
Hope you enjoyed this more relaxed kind of like couple convo. This is very much how Eric and I communicate. Like, we sit around and talk about
stuff.
We just talk about everything. Like, we talk about how we're feeling. We check in on each other. We compare, we compare notes about ourselves and what we're going through. Like, we're very much communicators, like to check in on stuff like this. So, hope you enjoyed this glimpse into our relationship. Okay, Scrimpy. Did you just say bye?
That's how the video ends. Just bye.
No. Okay. So do we need to tell them anything else?
Smash the subscribe button, like the video, and comment down below.
We hope you guys are doing great on your health journey, whatever that may look like. We support you. We encourage you. You're awesome. And thanks for being here. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Goodbye.